You're now listening to the sounds of KDPG Radio. Keep the party going.
DJ 47.
You don't move how I move, you don't live how I live. You ain't seen what I seen and you ain't did what I did. You was never in the field while you lie like a bitch. You ain't never fucked that hoe while you lying your dick.
Ay, better believe I leave you bleeding from this fucking beanie, bitch. I'm eating with the screen, I'm feeding dreaming like what is the meaning? See me on the scene, coming up on hella shit. Better get the stepping, I'm not the one to be messing with.
Under the mask, a bastard, bruh. See, I already got my cash and my gas lit up. I was hungry as a bitch, I was fasting, bruh. Now bitches put their drinks down and they asses up.
Ay, watch them drop quick, too soon for you to talk shit. Feel that hella lost and still sitting at the top. Know you shorty want this, thinking about my long dick. Kinda like a firecracker, like the fuse I'm popping.
That shit was crazy, man.
Back to the block like blocker. Bustin' at the copper, death dog, don't stop her. Cool ass nigga make the chopper get hotter. Perfect game, put your brains on the floor.
Same niggas bitch made. You ain't cut like me, I'm a switchblade. Put the scale in the luggage when I switch states. Then send workers all over like a template.
Perfect game, put your brain on the floor. Put a heart in the booth, spit the murderous flow. Tick tack, put your name on your toe. My set stay ready, bitch, we always on the go.
Yeah, me and my niggas hate to lose. They take shots at me, but I got matrix moves. Fuck over blades, what you ain't gon' do for the cheese and chips. I squeeze and dip, and I ain't talking finger food.
Yummy DJ 47.
Finger food for your ass. Fuck live. 305 represent.
I'm from Detroit, I'm high-headed, but cool with my shooter hand. Only way you gon' survive is the heater jam. Gotta step over the bodies to be the man. People don't know it's a breeze until they see the fan.
Now go ahead and beat it like Thriller. I'm trying to multiply my money till my hunt is looking fucking familiar. Flow nice, I keep it clean like the swallow. Your flow ugly like that brother in the movies that they keep in the cell.
We the beat boy, bring it back with a beat boy. Take a seat, boy, from the east by the seashore. Love the way she deep throat, telling her to keep going on the beat. I'm a beast from MIA to Detroit.
Style born and debonair. Fuck y'all motherfuckers cause I never care. Money get the cheddar, then I'm out of here. My style, sharper than some claws on some black bears. Pause, just pause, then applause cause my mic game raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm your host, DJ 47. And today, I got a special guest in the building with me.
Tell him.
His name is F.O.O.L. And ladies and gentlemen, he is no fool at all. Ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody right now to stand up, give it a round of applause for one of the artists on the Blinders album that we just heard right now. Give it up for F.O.O.L.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I had to spell the name out, F.O.O.L, is because it stands for something. That's why I said he's no fool. Yo, let him know what that stands for.
Man, it just stands for forever over others' limitations. You know, like, don't ever, limit yourself to something. You're never going to find out what you're truly capable of, you know?
Does that sound like a fool to you? Yo, welcome to the show, my dude.
Appreciate it. It's great to be here in this whole situation.
You appreciate it? I appreciate you, man. Real. I appreciate you coming through and adding that little piece to the album that needed to be filled.
I feel like, this kind of music, needs that kind of flavor. I feel like it's been missing out, later this year, throughout music lately. I feel like we need that little extra mix.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something, man. Your music, man. I don't know if they saw it right before we started, how I cringed when your verse came on. Like, you got the type where your whole body just freezes. You know what I'm saying? And all only body part that can move is your head just bobbing, and your face reaction just be changing. Like, damn. You heard what he just said? You got the type of style, type of lyrics that women say, yo, bring that back. Yo, take that back. Yo, you heard what he just said? Take that shit back. Yo, man, how you got your style? How you come up with that style, man? I'm still trying to perfect mine. I've been doing it for damn near 20 years. I'm still trying to perfect what you already perfected.
For me, I just like old school music. Old school rap music got me started to, bring a little different flavor. Because, mainstream music, I didn't really get into it, didn't really invest to it that much, and I listen to underground artists, and all these artists unknown that have this incredible amount of work. Now I start going way back, to Big Daddy Kane,
Damn.
Then I started going in with Nas, Big L, Big Pun, then more favorites just started coming along, and I just went from region to region, East Side, West Side. It was just incredible, like how much talent and how much variety of music there is, and there's still like a lot of unknown talent, and me being one of them for now, but me being one of them is it's a great feeling to be a part of that.
You just named lyrical artists. You didn't just name great artists or good artists. You named lyrical. That's a high level. It explains a lot about your music. Explains a lot, man. That style, that lyrical, like you were taught well. I mean, you look really young, man. How you know about Big Daddy Kane, man? How you know about these artists over here, man?
My cousins, my older brothers, they always been a big fan of hip hop. Bone Thugs, Tupac, Biggie, and then I learned from Nas, like at 4th, 5th grade, and then I started going in depth to like his first tracks and like people he started doing music with, and then from then on I just kept going, down a little, little how do you say? I go down this little hole. Just I can't dig myself out. Now I'm just so into it. Now it's just like all I do.
Well, let's rewind a little bit because I want to get back to this name. F.O.O.L, F-O-O-L. Yeah, how did that come about, man? I know because when you first introduced myself, you're like, "Yo, what's up? My name is F.O.O.L." I'm like, "You calling me F.O.O.L? Or your name's F.O.O.L? Yo, what the fuck is this? Yo, I got introduced by my people's Briggs, and I'm looking at Briggs like, he want to fight? Like, who he calling a fool? Then after he broke it down to me, I'm like, yo, I just said, you know what? And then what makes this, what I want to know about the name, but I just want to pat you in the back some more. Like, yo, the man, I threw on any beat. I could throw an offbeat beat to him, and he still would have rhymed and made that beat on beat. Like, this man was on. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, I'm trying to learn from you. But yeah, like what made you come up with that name F.O.O.L? Like, break it down to me.
I mean, I always had biased kind of sense of humor. Always liked being the joke. The joke guy of the group, the clown. And then when I got into music, I wanted to like basically mix a little bit. I like big fan of like those puns. Those kind of like those wordplay stuff like Biggie would always use, and like it just makes your mind always think like the figurative language, be able to like paint a picture with just using your words, which is brilliant. And that's what I wanted to do. Like, I love the whole wordplay. You just fuck with people's minds just by saying just the most illest shit. And that's what I thrive on. I like throwing people off. Fooling people, if you will.
Yeah. And you're doing a great job out there. Let me tell you that, man. You definitely got me thinking. Whenever you speak and whenever your lyrics come through, that's why I had to interview you. And you had to be on the album. Like, let's talk about Blinders for a second. I'm here producing the album, and it took me a long time to just get it right. I'm taking songs out, replacing them, putting songs back in, trying to find the right 12 tracks.
Yeah.
And here you come. Just I'm like, oh shit, that's missing. I got a southern rapper, I got a New York rapper, I got an old school vibe, I got a singer vibe, I got a gangster, I got but I'm missing that. And there's this beat, like this is one of the beats I made, like one of my first beats I ever made. And I said, I don't give a damn. I need multiple peoples on this record right here.
That beat was fire. It's so classic, so nostalgic.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way in hell I want one rapper on it. No, I need that back and forth thing. And I wasn't gonna settle for anything less. And then here you come through, kill it. I gave you the concept, and you already picked it up just like that. And you said, yo, I got a homeboy I want to bring through that can match my style. He came and he did it. I'm like, what the hell?
Whoa.
And I told everyone else, all the artists that was already on the album, I said, you better step your game up. Because I got these guys coming through and they're taking over. I might just build a whole album around them.
You're just hungry, man.
You know, I'm gonna tell you that the funny story about the beat was, I remember when I made the beat, right? It's a funny little story before I continue on.
Go ahead.
I made the beat at the house, and then I was driving all the way up. I'm in Kendall. I'm driving all the way to Hollywood to go to this party called Chill. But as I'm driving, like something in my head was like, oh, I need to add this. I need to add this. So I drive all the way up to Hollywood. I'm at the party, and I'm jamming. I'm hanging out with my peoples, and that shit wouldn't leave my head at all. I ended up leaving the party. Don't say nothing to nobody. Just drove back just to put one tweak, one little sound to that beat, man. That beat means something to me. So it's an honor that you were able to go and deliver it exactly the vision that I had. So once again, applaud to this man right here. I just want to say thank you for that, because you put that missing piece to the album. I'm like this. I wish we had more time before I released the album, because I wanted to get a single from you, and hopefully we can do that on the next album.
Oh, most definitely. I want to do that as well as just keep working with as many artists as possible. There's so much talent in the world that that I want to be able to just shed light to everybody. Like if we all drop like a mega mix together, let's do it. Let's put another album together like that. I'm down.
Yeah, but I want to lead into a single, and I want to talk about one of your tracks. But just before I do that, what you just said about that, so this is the vision that I had in mind. Tell me if you're rocking with it or not. I think this day and age needs a new modern day Wu-Tang, man.
Absolutely.
And I don't mean like, oh, we're gonna call it Two-Tang and get samples from Kung Fu. I'm not saying beat them.
No, it needs to be something revolutionary. Something just a game changer,
Because I think in this modern day where, let's say we had 8 rappers come together for one common cause to build this one great album together. I mean, everyone goes solo after that. That's what Wu-Tang did, right?
Yeah, I mean,
but
it's a great way to start out. You got like a group. Same thing with like ASAP Mob, and Our Future. The way they started out, now they kind of just like expanded on their own. They're still like doing their own thing, but they're also working with each other too. But it's a great way to just start out,
Because you know what, it makes it easier to bring in all these talented artists, and you put them out there, and then everyone has their little. My favorite was Old Dirty Bastard. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Oh, baby, I like
A-Shad.
You know what I'm saying? And because I looked at the concept like now with this whole social media. Imagine there was 8 rappers promoting the same thing on their shit. They're gonna promote to their people. Everyone's gonna promote to their people, and then if we had the same mutual friends, they just seen it over and over, and they're like, "What the hell's going on?"
A lot of people here are mostly just on their own, they're on the hustle, their own grind. There'll be a few, that'll come and go and work with you, just maybe just try and start up something. But it's good, working that having that competitive nature. But it's rare to see like, a whole group of artists just pushing as one, like a whole team.
I'm gonna be the RZA.
There you go.
I'm gonna make it happen. And you know how I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna have people just do songs and not even let them know that I'm putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Next time when I'm done with the record, I'm gonna hand it to you. You'll be like, wait a minute, where did all these guys come from? Don't worry about that. How does it sound to you?
That sounds good. I like the sound of that.
Let's get into one of your singles, man. Let's get it. It's enough about me. Let's get about you. It's all about you. So why don't you wheel us in and introduce us to one of your singles, man, that you want to rock out right now?
Right now, it's just one of my most recent songs I just dropped, Double Up. It's another one of those game changers, I believe. It's just something that I feel like the game needs. I've always been a fond of, fast rap, like Tech 9, Twista, Bone Thugs, with their little fast stuff. That always motivated me to just up my game as far as, speed rap, but also, lyrical too. So I have, you're not just admiring the speed, you're admiring the words that I'm saying, and that's what this little piece is. My producer, 98 Beats, fantastic producer. He did my whole album on Fresh Kids Forever mixtape, and he did this one too. Great mix, and I really did like how it came out.
All right, let's check it out, man. F.O.O.L. It's called Double Up. Let's go.
This ain't what they ready for.
trying to bring that. Yeah, double the work, double the cash, double the rings, double the plex, couple of reps, uncover the facts. So cover your tracks, cause I'm under your ass. Hey, life is what you make it. I'm just bringing the thunder like Raiden. Needs and wants, I'm contemplating. Diamonds to me look so outdated. Always looking so damn faded. They rock Gucci, I prefer planes and couple cars, turbo aspirated. Either European or have an Asian, yeah. Top of the ladder can knock me down. Feet are suddenly off the ground. I'm flying, you cannot stop me now. It's time to go chopping now. The master passing, I blasting, rapping, I laughing, jabbing, never maxing out. Words are louder, but my actions louder. Spitting like semi-automatic at you cowards. But I can slow down, jump it up like the pros now. Just know now, I am the obstacle you cannot easily go round. Hey, killing these shows, they screaming my name. They wanted some more, they're feeling insane. This for the fam, yo, raises, man. Praying that I make those amazing grands. 6 digits and started with a 6. I see it coming soon, always making hits. Making jokes, store roast. The name to the punchline, yours. Never gonna quit, long I exist. Added to the mix, now they all get a glimpse. Double the work, double the cash.
It's always fun listening to that one.
You know?
It's another exclusive, only from DJ 47.
Let me ask you something, man. Hold on, I gotta give that record I was looking for it. That's my bad. I messed up on that.
It's all good.
Might have to edit that part. But is that song out? Or did
that is out right now.
Okay, I thought I got the exclusive.
No, I got you with some exclusive.
Okay. So, where can they find that record?
You can find it anywhere. Apple Music, Amazon, your Spotify, Pandora, anywhere.
And what do they do? They go ahead and just type in F.O.O.L, or they put it, F period, O period, like how
F.O.O.L, F.O.O.L, double up.
All right. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Go check that out. How long you been rapping for?
I started getting I started getting it as a hobby like around 17, 18, and then I got serious with it around 22, 23. So I'd say 5 years in the game, serious, definitely.
Well, congratulations on picking it up so fast, because I'm a fan. I'll tell you that straight up, and I'm not gonna say it if I don't admit it. Now I got these records. I'm gonna add it to my crate, so when I'm spinning out, I'm DJing on the radio station, or I'm DJing it out, I'm gonna be able to pump these records and all like that. You just tell me which one you want to pump the hardest, and I got you. But that record right there, Double Up, I was a fan on it. I thought that shit was a nice smooth ride, man.
Appreciate it, man. That's why I always just love making new stuff. Trying to bring out the best out of myself and just get some people to listen to.
So how you doing right now with everything that's going on in the world, man?
I mean, I'm still working. Just trying to still look for more work. Not really the type of person to be working inside the house. I know that's recommended, but I stay be doing studio time in my house. Every now and then, I'm working out, cooking, but
you're cooking.
Yeah.
Ladies, you heard that? He's cooking. Are you cooking or are you a chef? Lie to them. If you're not a chef, just say you're a chef. Just lie to them.
No, I got lie to them, so I'm a cook.
So what are you doing? So you're not Netflixing and chilling. You're not watching any show. Like what? Let's get to know. Let's humanize you for just a second. You're already a superstar. Let's get you on our level for just a little bit. Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that. We can try.
We can try. Let's try.
Definitely. Let's see how this goes.
So like when you turn on your television or you streaming, what are you watching, man?
Usually I like to watch. I'm binge watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Hulu.
I love that show.
That's just hilarious. Yeah, I like a lot of stand-up comedy. I listen to a lot of. I guess that's what refuels my my notes, my ammunition for the books, for the music. I listen to all the music. I'm still trying to like find more music that I haven't listened to that I can get into, regardless of the genre. If I like it, I'll listen to it, and it kind of just inspires me to just come up with new type of music. Yeah. Movies. I don't really watch a lot of movies. I can't really just stay posted just looking at just watching a movie for a minute. I mean, the only time I can sit down and actually sit there for a minute is if I'm working on music, I'm recording and stuff. I can do that hours day in day out. I can't sit and watch TV forever. I gotta be out, more outdoors person like that.
You got that ADHD, huh? I feel you. I got the same problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what else you got going on, man?
Right now, as far as music, I'm working on a new album coming out. It's gonna be shortly. Title of it, I can't say a word on it yet, but you're gonna be seeing a couple snippets of it here and there on my Instagram, and my Twitter too. And as far as that, I'm working with a new project with my producer Nadia. He has his own album coming out. I'm a couple songs to that, which is gonna be one of those exclusives.
So we got it right here.
Yeah. Sadness is one of them.
What a way to introduce the next song. So go ahead, talk to us.
Sadness is a good song. One of my good friends, Kamikaze, he's a dope ass artist. I really click with him so well because he always has a flow to match with me. Like it's like a yin and yang kind of mix whenever we do something together. And he's doing great, whether he's doing it on his own or he's doing he's working with other artists like me. But yeah, this is one of those hits that's just like 4:00 in the morning. It's a good one. It's a vibe.
All right, man. You heard it first, man. This is F.O.O.L called Sadness. Future and who?
Kamikaze.
It's 9:20 p.m. We've been chilling all day and I'm a little lit, a little sway. Jack. Never knew shit but the hustle. Turning the key, feel the muscle. Hitting the strip, you in trouble. Chasing these bands by the bundle. Rolling with kings, feel the rumble. Keeping the snakes out my huddle. Shorty so wet like a puddle. Taking a flight in the shuttle. Blocking the lane like Matumbo. Got the flavor, call me gumbo. Know a snitch, call him Dumbo. Listen up when I'm done though. I'ma beat the pack. We gon' see the sack. Bitch believing that. Where we creeping at? Ain't no sleeping at. We okay with that. We just face the facts. Ain't no turning back. We just live this life and I don't think it twice. Take a chance when I roll the dice. Got the car with the golden stripes. You live in large, but you don't see the price. Scratch your head like you holding lice. Spitting all these lyrics and they cold as ice. Cutting all the strings and they free the kite. Quick like a lightning strike. Taking off like a stolen bike. Cause ain't no telling what I'm holding right. Fast cars keep me out of sight. I'm rolling through the night. Wide body with the chasing lights. Cause ain't no telling what I'm facing right. Keeping it steady, flaming through the pipes. And you can catch a face to face like a call on Skype. Aight.
Yeah. We young and ruthless, a stubborn nuke. If who hit you with the Dukins, about to nuke 'em. Bury me chucking deuces, got 'em hanging on the hook with my music. Waiting for my new shit, drop the roof, driving low to avoid overlooking my smile. Never crooked, funny looking, got your honey looking, my money moving. Understand we know how to do this. Daily made improvements, no longer a student in the fast lane. And all you hear is my turbo spooling. Yeah, the common knowledge of common artists be calm and heartless, popping couple bars with alcohol. Yeah, that's too toxic, promise mama to never harm her with this kind of drama. To live this life, I'm honored, and in this life I wonder. Man, I've been broke for too long, in the stew with new songs. Understand I'm too dope for me to just move on. Soon they gon' see I'll be sticking out like boo jobs, coming after moolah, avoiding all these putas. Your vision must be bad if you can't see I'm flipping you off. Your flow is so trash, that's why your album called basura. I spit better shit, even if I just threw up. Can't talk right now, I'm busy making new songs.
that record right there, I feel like, you know, you got to introduce to the people, man. Tell them about that song. If someone asks you, which that would be me asking, can you describe that song and what that song is about?
Honestly, it's just I guess you know, during like sadness represents, you know, like the song, but the song itself represents, you know, how you know, deal with sadness, you know. Like I guess I would just say, you know, the music just keeps you going. You know, the music just helps you, you know, through your time of, you know, sadness, you know, and this music is just like something good to listen to. You know, it's wordplay, just continually just get your mind just it's like a it's like an animation video in your mind, you know, and we're just saying the words that paint you the picture in your head. And you know, it's just so much stuff going on, and you just gotta stay focused, you know.
Yeah. So, and what made you sit there and say, "Yo, I want to write a song about sadness right now"? Like, you know, was it the beat that hit you, or you had an idea that you wanted to get out? Like what made you say, "I'm gonna write this record"?
I
Right
guess
here?
how it was the feeling we were emotionally at that point when we were making that track. Uh,
So all like,
I was going through a bad time, you know, kind of stuff.
what do you mean by bad time?
Uh,
Trying to open up the wounds. Like, talk to us.
that was quite some time ago. I had one of my passings of one of my friends that I used to work with.
Talk more into the mic.
I had a passing of one of my friends I used to work with back in the day, and it was around that time. So you know, well, making this song was just music helped me just dealt with it, you know,
Yeah.
and the
Definitely.
writing, you know, just keep moving on. And even he told me, you know, just you know, music was just like something I can't lose.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely. I know. And that's the perfect word for it when someone close to you passes away. It's nothing but sadness and something to deal with, you know. And I appreciate you sharing with us in the audience, you know, like that, you know. Producers. What type of producers you work with, man? Do you make your own beats? You got other producers? I know you mentioned, was it Tech Nine?
Tech Nine, he's one of my favorite artists.
Favorite artists. I'm talking about the producers.
My producer Nadia.
Nadia. There you go.
He's my producer I work with a lot. He's a good friend of mine, close friend. I have another one of my boys, Mikey Lowe, another amazing producer. I've worked with him for a long time. He's always moving around the place, so it's always it's always fun getting in touch with him. But yeah, mainly those two, and I make my own music too. You know, I make my own beats every now and then. But I always like working with them because they always bring something different.
So, you know, some people think that, you know, I don't know if you ever seen those old school Sprite commercial where the guy tries to go and dunk, and then they think they Green Hill, they go dunk, and they're like, no, you ain't. Sprite ain't gonna give you superpowers. It just tastes good. But some people think they need all these fancy equipments so they can sound just like Jay-Z or Biggie or you know, Lil Baby or such and such, ABC, you know, J. Cole and all of them.
Yeah, I don't think you need I think if you try to portray to be someone else, you're not gonna get very far.
I definitely agree. But let's say someone wants to portray you, and they're like, well, I want to do everything he does. Like, I want to use the equipment he does, the mic he uses, and all, you know, whatever. So what equipment do you use to record? How do you make your beats and all that?
Well, most of the time I work with FL Studios to make the beats, record them. Every now and then I have other producers use Pro Tools or Logic. You know, those are also good equipment. I'm not really accustomed to them. I'm more familiar with FL though.
That's Fruity Loops, right?
Yeah, Fruity Loops.
Yeah, I use a Machine Studio myself, you know, and what that Native Instrument Machine Studio, but I don't think they care what I use. You know, they're probably more wondering what you use and all.
Nah, I mean you also produced some of my tracks, you know, so you definitely include some Machine. Yeah, Machine is one of the many platforms that my producers used.
You're full.
Yeah.
Tell us a story. Tell us, I don't know, inspirational story, funny story, you know, we want to get more into you.
All right.
You know, tell us a story that you just oh man, you just love telling, or tell us something that nobody knows.
All right.
But let's get entertained.
I mean, when I started getting into music, I mean, I grew up in a Hispanic family, so like it was more of a
Hispanic. What are you, Puerto Rican?
Puerto Rican.
Oh.
Started. I was in the family that was just more influenced to go to school, go to college, and get a job that way. I wanted to go that route, but I just didn't see myself going that route, and so like beginning of my music career, reason why I was considered a hobby is because it was like a constant battle. So every time I have a beat or some music, I'll show it to my brothers, or something like that. But I wouldn't let my parents know I was doing studio time because they feel like I was wasting my time. So it was just always constant battle. And when I have a new song, they would hear it, and then if there's curse words and stuff, they would not like it. But it was just always that little constant battle. And then eventually I started getting some good publicity. I got hooked up with a gig to do a Miss Martial Arts fight, to perform there, not fight there. That'd be pretty cool too.
And what year was this?
This was say 2017. Yeah, I would say
about 3 years ago.
Yeah, 2017, 2018. Around October, and basically I made the beat for the whole event. They had it recorded at their studios. I did the lyrics and all that stuff, and then I ended up performing at the show. All my song would be constantly played throughout the event, throughout the entire show. Any artist that didn't, any fighter that didn't have a song to the ring, they would use my song. So it was pretty cool. My parents were sitting front row. They seen me perform with like 5 ring girls surrounding me. Definitely a highlight. And from then on, my dad was just like, I believe you. I'm in. Yeah, he invested. And he's definitely a huge supporter of my music right now. And for my birthday later that year, he got me these dope ass suede purple Converse with the name F.O.O.L embroidered on the side. So I was kind of like kind of like a conflict resolution right there. So that was definitely a great morale booster, knowing that my parents support me regardless of what I do with my music, as long as I do something with it.
Don't you just love that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Don't you just love taking someone's like vision of you, and it's negative? Not saying they're trying to put you down and like that. They just they see a long run, and then they actually see you at work, and then like, oh shit.
And it was the same thing with my brothers too. Like they thought it was just like shits and giggles or just a little hobby that just was like our phase. And then they started seeing like the kind of reactions I would get, and they would start actually listening to my music, and now they're just completely blown away.
Yeah. Speaking of blowing away, I see you over there. Puff, puff, smoke.
I'm about to roll up another one.
Go ahead, man. Enjoy yourself. Maybe be comfortable. Relax. What you smoking on? You know how nowadays weed got named. It used to be like Regs or Chronic. Now you got Gorilla Glue and Alien this.
Speaking of which is what I'm on.
That's what you smoking? You smoking Gorilla Glue?
Gorilla Glue.
Fans, if you want to have lyrics like F.O.O.L, you gotta smoke Gorilla Glue.
I smoke. I like.
What are you, an indica? Sativa?
Sativa is the one that gets me more productive. I don't like being a lazy ass when I'm on weed. I like, I mean, unless like, I deserve it, if I deserve it, I'll have an edible, But sativa is usually my way. I like feeling productive when I'm writing. That shit usually gets more. When I'm high, I just feel like I get like a good train of thought where I just can't be distracted. I feel like if I write, people just like bother me, and I just have like a different train of thought. So like the lyrics don't come out as like consistent as I wanted to, and I'm just like I get a little.
Talking to the mic.
I get real, I got a little stubborn with that. Trying to keep my work consistent.
Yeah. I mean, I once upon a time in the blue moon, I used to smoke, and I remember, I couldn't write for nothing when I was high. I be writing some lyrics, and then when I get sober, I'm like looking up at the paper, like, what the hell I was writing? But I can freestyle. I'll go on and on and on freestyle,
Me
but,
too. Oh yeah.
To each his own, though. At the end of the day, I put it down and all, but I'm not against it, but but I couldn't write when I was high.
Also, on top of that, no, I feel like freestyle is a lost art now.
Oh, definitely.
I feel like that's got to be an arsenal that an artist should have, whether you're mainstream or not, man. I feel like that should be an awesome arsenal to have, bro. If you could freestyle, that should make you a better artist. That shouldn't just be considered like just side trick, you know?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I even had an interview we did a couple of days ago, and I was even talking about DJs, how I feel like just for 1 year, a brand new DJ should be carrying crates around of records and understanding how to mix without the computer telling you how to mix. Yeah. You know, for 1 year, just understand that, and then you go off with the new technology, you know. And I feel you with the whole freestyle. It's like you got to be able to, sharpen. What are the sharpen sharp? What are the night? What are, I don't know.
Sharpen your skills, you know.
Yeah. And I definitely think that it really pushes you to the next level and all. But I mean, at the end of the day, when you do an art form where you can just wake up tomorrow and say I'm a rapper, and who can tell you no, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I wish they would at least understand about writing beats, and it goes back to that song "Don't You Ever." Shameless plug. DJ 47 presents Blinders out right now on all streaming platforms, and F.O.O.L is on a record called "Don't You Ever." Don't you ever. And they control the beat. I like to tell people when they rhyme, you gotta marry the beat. You gotta have sex with the beat. You gotta be on rhythm.
You gotta work with it.
You're the male, and the beat is the female.
I'm putting in my lyrics.
Exactly. I like to mess with people like that because they be like, yo, I know how to smash.
I put my lyrics into the beat, and then we make music.
Exactly. But you do that. It's like, it's because what a lot of artists don't realize is that their vocals, their voice is an instrument as well as a snare and a kick and a hi-hat and a guitar and a bass and an 808. Like, you are supposed to take your vocals, your voice, and add it in to the beat and make it all work well together. And when someone rhymes off beat, it's like you can feel. It's like if I'm dancing, and I'm not the greatest dancer in the world, but something goes off beat, I go off beat with it because it's a rhythm. You're connecting with the music and all. Yeah. And you're very, very good at taking any type of beat and making it your own.
That's why I like
the ladies must love you.
I mean, those are they're like into like music, that kind of shit, and kind of like have an interest in that. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I be wondering with these artists when they put their headphones on and they start rhyming, do they even hear the beat in the background? They just rhyming. I'm like, listen to the beat, man, and go with the beat, man.
They'll just say something that they already have written.
So listen, more about you was like, so where are you originally from?
Born and raised in Miami, Florida. Down here in not by South Beach where everyone would assume, but a little bit down south in that Kendall area. Pretty dope, Dade County.
Oh, so why everybody throwing up the 305 and say Dade County, but they not like myself, not born here, but moved out here. You over here saying you can say what you want, but I've been here since the dirt, from the get-go.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Nobody can take that away from you.
All these fucking, all these little stores around here were just fucking fields of grass.
I want to talk more about outside of Miami with you and see if you where else have you been. But first, let's introduce everyone to another record from you. What's your record you want to put on now? And explain us about this record that we about to play.
This is another one that I got out on Apple Music, Spotify, all media platforms. It's Ginobili. Ginobili is kind of like a reference as to like, just being in the game. Just I want to be in the game for as long as possible and still be at my best,
Yes, sir. Let's go. This track here is called
Ginobili, like Manu Ginobili.
Okay, featuring F.O.O.L. Let's go.
Yeah. Mikey Low Productions. F.O.O.L. Fresh kids forever. Yeah. They don't know they the joke until they try to roast me. I'm whack, you be. Your garbage scented roast beef. Talking shit about my music, but you like it low-key. Fell asleep on hills of money, then wake up to smoke weed. Best mind your manners when you finally approach me. Looks like a bench warmer, take shots like Kobe. Make it rain every day, finger to the police, and stay in the game for decades like Ginobili. I hit and go, flipping mode, switching quick like pick and rolls. A different flow, just have to keep this gifted known. I lift the bow, hitting goals like Ronaldo. If you misfits didn't know, even hypnotists will sit and trip when my shit is on. She licked the tip, what's the rest of it? Couldn't fit, had to stretch it in. Her breast within my mouth as I gave her this future legend dip. Now she wear the shit, squint and made a mess with it. Even though I hadn't really sweat for this. Loving raps since I was 7, shocking y'all at exorcists. Dropping record hits, making all these mother effers quit and send them back to checkers, bitch. Rap will not die, you'll never see the end of this. This that independent shit, never hesitate, not delicate. On the move and selling shit, full forever relevant. Fresh can represent. Control the question, a headshot is a simple hit. And just like these shits, I'm too complex for a simple bitch. They don't know they the joke until they try to roast me. I'm whack, you be your garbage scented roast beef. Talking shit about my music, but you like it low-key. Fell asleep on hills of money, then wake up to smoke weed. Best mind your manners when you finally approach me. Looks like a bench warmer, take shots like Kobe. Make it rain every day, finger to the police, and stay in the game for decades like Ginobili. No condolences, I'm bold as shit. Fool was born for this, flipping quarters and fedoras. Where Al Capone was pinched, local, vocally confront the fucking popo. I play as the distraction while the team remain immobile. Too blurry for these photos on this road, but never solo. Better flow and more recommended, cause all y'all so. I carry bolos, never showboat. I leave you to just because I fucking say so. Ho, yeah, so you know. Pull up on you in the morning, flow distorted, unimported. Hip hop orphan, can't ignore me. Always calm, keep it stormy. Stacking meals before my 40s, full so awesome, little corny. In this world we roaming and only, but keep it low key, yeah. Walking underwater with no oxygen, just in toxins. These kind of bars you can't knock shit. Stop my life, I'm on the watch list. Proceed with caution, smoking meds and working off. The last place you find me is in an office. They don't know they the joke until they try to roast me. I'm whack, you be your garbage scented roast beef. Talking shit about my music, but you like it low-key. Fell asleep on hills of money, then wake up to smoke weed. Best mind your manners when you finally approach me. Looks like a bench warmer, take shots like Kobe. Make it rain every day, finger to the police, and stay in the game for decades like Ginobili.
Produced that record?
The track was made. I made the beat, and then I had it recorded with Mikey. Mikey had a good time recording that shit. That was fun.
Who's Mikey?
Mikey Lowe. He's one of my good friends, and also a great producer, and even dope artist too. Actually.
We had talked about 2017. You performed at this the race track. You were saying
the MMA.
The MMA, yeah, the fights, right?
Yeah.
Where else have you performed at?
I performed at a bunch of venues. There's one in Florida City, a couple. I performed mainly in like Broward County. That's where I got most of my media, most of my pops. That's where I got like more well known with the music industry. This lady, VP Bookie, she first time she heard me, I was literally just came out solo, nobody with me, and then I just played one track, and then I literally had everyone just on it. They're enjoying that real loud. They got real cool. It was really cool, and then I just networked and linked up with all the artists, and then and ever since then I'm still in touch with them. Trying to work and do things with other artists. Which is the goal.
Yes, sir. Let me ask you something. How can people find you? Besides listening to this great ass, One Shot Deal podcast.
You can find me on Instagram. You can put at THE_F.O.O.L. Same thing on my Twitter. Same way. That's where I got most of my stuff out working. That's most of the places you can find me. Other than that, I'm not really on any other social media.
You hiding out. You making it. you're like the Michael Jackson of your era, where it's like you can't just find me.
Yeah, if I need more social media accounts, I'm out to get a publicist.
Well, get ready to start getting a publicist and a manager and an agent and all, because you about to go sky's the limit for you. I can tell you that right there, man.
Definitely feel it.
You know what I'm saying? Life, man. Again, how do you feel about what's going on in the world right now?
I mean, it's a scary feeling, man.
Never been through nothing like this in my life.
Yeah, it's definitely a scary feeling.
Man, we talking F.O.O.L live and direct right now, getting pumped up and all. So what you said, you already dropped an album, right?
Yeah, I have
how many tracks is on there?
There's 8 tracks in total. It's a Fresh Kids Forever mixtape, Volume 1. It's with Kamikaze, produced by my boy Nadia Beats.
And if I wanted to go listen to your album because I was feeling a certain way, I don't know, explain to me, what am I getting if I turn on and press 1 and let that ride all the way to the last track? What type of vibe am I getting when I tune into your music to this album?
It's a variety, It gets you just different vibes, but it all just connects. That's the thing with Fresh Kids Forever mixtape. Me, Kamikaze, and Nadia, we just worked together, and all the tracks just came in just literally one day. Beat was made, a few hours later, track was laid out. Like we'll just do it in a whole night, and we did that with every single song there, and it was so cool. Everything came out so dope.
How long did it take you to finish the album?
It took us a little bit, I'd say less than a year, a little less than a year.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, usually, it takes about 15, a year and a half, they say, to really perfect an album and all like that, But that's good. You did it under that. You did it over. It took you a year.
Yeah, it took some time to get it, right. Especially with track layout. We want everything to be right, and then we listen to it over and over again. And we're just like, nah, something's not right, and then we'll just continue on with it. And then the last thing we got together was the album cover, and then we were ready to go.
And when did this album come out?
The album already came out. It's been out for a little bit over a year now. No, I would say no. Yeah, it's about to be a year. It's about to be a year in a couple months.
All right. You're F.O.O.L.
Yeah.
Tell us another story. See how you laughing right now? We want to laugh too. Like what's going through your head? You're like, oh damn, I remember that one time. Boy, you ain't gonna believe this.
All right.
Give us one of those. You ain't gonna believe this stories.
All right. There's a performance I had back in the day. One of those shows where I only knew the host. He was the old guy booking it, and he knew how dope I was, but nobody really knew who I was. And I literally just came in with 2 friends, and we came in, we showed up, and I came in my name, I gave them my name, told them my name was F.O.O.L. They kind of just looked at me, he's like, yo, you for real? I was like, yeah.
Like when I first met you.
Yeah, they kind of, yeah.
Who's the F.O.O.L? Me or you? That's what they probably said.
That's
what
they like, yo, your name's F.O.O.L? I was like, yeah, name's F.O.O.L. He's like, all right, whatever. And they gave me a shit intro. Yo, it's just like, yo, next up is looks like F.O.O.L. F.O.O.L. And I was just like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I just told him I just play the first track. Now I got in and I did what song? I did a song called Can't Escape. That shit was pretty dope. And their whole point of view changed. And then the best part was the second song, it wouldn't load. So I looked at them like, yo, you fucking serious? Like, this thing's not gonna load. And there's just like, there's nothing we could do. I was like, yo, you guys instrumentals? And he's like, yeah. He's like, yo, just fucking play it. And then I just started freestyling off the top of my head on stage, in front of all these people. And everyone was just like, what the fuck? And I got off, and then everyone was just going crazy. I just started freestyling off the top of my head. And then they, the guy, the DJ was just like, yo, your name is F.O.O.L, right? It was like, yeah. I was like, I ain't gonna forget that. And then I got everyone's, I networked with everybody. Still talking to them to this day. You know, it was a pretty good day. It was just a day where, like, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. Like, don't think my name just represents some kind of, like, you know, fuckface trying to get clout.
Well, I definitely agree. That's a name you're never gonna forget, and nothing like that. And it's a good introduction, and as long as you know that that's the first reaction they're gonna get, and then you shut them up afterwards, then you can be comfortable going with your flow, which is it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I want to take that away from you. I wouldn't change it at all because it stands out. Everybody, no one's gonna forget that. And then when you come and you show them what you can really do, then they're gonna realize, oh, he ain't actually a fool. It's just a name. Yeah. And then what does it stand for again?
Forever over others' invitations.
You hear that? You hear that? I'm saying, I mean, you're doing big things, man.
Leaving yourself.
Leaving yourself?
Leaving yourself.
Okay. I mean, I see big things in the future for you, man. And, you know, outside of, have you traveled outside of Miami or you just been in Miami?
For music purposes, no, which is what I was planning to do before, you know, this whole thing started. But once everything starts clearing out, I'm really looking to, you know, performing outside of, you know, Florida. You know, trying to go to New York, Cali, you know, a lot of, you know, places where, you know, hip hop, you know, really, you know, populates.
Yeah, I definitely was trying to put together a little tour for the album until all this happens. So that's why I'm here trying to give it as much content as possible. So when we're ready to go out there and wild out, I can line up the shows and start getting everyone out there and introducing. So that's why we're here. We're talking to F.O.O.L, F.O.O.L. Get to know him a little bit better.
Yep.
And by that, we're going to introduce you to another record. We're going to keep these flavors going, man. Talk to us about this next record.
This is an exclusive. This is a mix beat that I had first laid out.
Hold on. What you said? This is what?
An exclusive.
It's another exclusive. Only from DJ 47.
Yeah, it's
we break records.
It's a dope beat I originally made, and then I gave it to Mikey Lowe, and he just blessed it with his technique, and then we just had like this dope track. Like I love listening to it. I listen to it about like every day.
What's the name of this record?
It's called Playback.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you next record from F.O.O.L called Playback. Let's play it now.
I ain't a saint, distracted by hoes. I make mistakes, don't let them show. Out to get paid, I'm out on the road. This ain't no fake, don't got no ghost. I ain't a saint, distracted by hoes. I make mistakes, don't let them show. Out to get paid, I'm out on the road. This ain't no fake, don't got no ghost. They question my name, spit on my name. Watch what you say, I'm not here to play. Put you through tables like I'm Bully Ray. Super fly, I do not need a cape. Jump in the audience, speed away. Please understand, we are not the same. Motherfucker, we are not the same. Hey, walk around in a straight jacket with a painted smile. Being changed smile like a rabbit. Been 8 miles, but stay at it. But FYI, they can't catch that. Maybach's not my type, but I still have it. They stay mad, that's real facts. Playback after playback, yeah, I made that. Wishing on my downfall, but still, even in your dreams, you gon' see it still don't happen. This ain't no acting. Got homies who pistol packing. I'm on a scene, chill, relaxing, killing jack, pouring out for the ones that we loved and lost. I do this for y'all. To the others, I'm proving them wrong. Thinking that fool got no balls, I show them to y'all. Now they all I'm addicted, also on my bars. Either way, I go so hard. I ain't a saint, distracted by hoes. I make mistakes, don't let them show. Out to get paid, I'm out on the road. This ain't no fake, don't got no ghost. I ain't a saint, distracted by hoes. I make mistakes, don't let them show. Out to get paid, I'm out on the road. This ain't no fake, don't got no ghost.
said you produced that record?
Yeah.
That's you on the keys?
Yeah, it's me and my boy Mikey.
That's what's up, man. Let me ask you something. What type of audience you're looking for? Like who do you want that you know is gonna appreciate your type of music? Like, what artist you targeting to? What crowd I should say you targeting to?
I don't really have like a target, you know. I'm just kind of I want to be able to do all types of rap music. I want to be able to just kind of be like the epicenter of hip hop, you know. Just be able to have variety, you know. I don't want to limit myself to just one, you know, genre of hip hop.
What artists have you worked with in the past?
I've worked with my boy Kamikaze, Burgundy, Boom. Worked with you know, the artists on the mixtape, Blinders. You know, that was a pleasure. Boy from Detroit.
Yeah, shout out to John Blaze, C. Dev. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got a track. My boy Boston, Pulse. Some dudes a little bit up north. Damn. Let's see. I was supposed to do a track with one of my other boys, and I also did a track with Mikey Lowe too. You know, that was another one I was gonna put up. That one's gonna be out soon on my next album, definitely. That's for sure.
So when you think you're gonna release the next album? You have a date in mind?
I'm looking to have it done by the end of this year, probably by October, November. You know, still putting the pieces to the puzzle. Yeah, I'm looking to have at least maybe 2 features, 3 features.
And what artists would you like to work with? Who comes to mind?
I don't really have a limit. As long as you have hunger and, you know, if it vibes to the kind of idea I'm putting it to, then fuck yeah.
What about someone well known that you listen to that you like? Damn, I would like to work with this artist.
I'll definitely love to work with, you know, Nas, Big Daddy Kane. Right now, an artist working right now. I would love to do a track with Chance. Maybe even Pusha T. Pusha T would be dope.
Well, let's act like they're right there, listening to you now, man. Sell yourself. Let them know.
Yeah, let me know, man. I'm down to do any track. You let me know.
If you
I got variety. I got delivery. I got flow. Anything you want, I can bring it to the table.
You're a producer. You gotta let them know.
I make my own beats, you know. Lyrics is nothing, bro.
Let me tell you something. Like right now, if Nas came up to you and said, "Y'all want to do a record with you," what type of record would you want to do with Nas?
Something mafioso. One of my favorite tracks he ever did was with AZ, More Money, More Murder.
Oh yeah, off the AC album.
Yeah. That was dope.
And
I want to do something like that.
Speaking of that, let's get into that. What's one of your favorite albums you can't live without? Like, if you was trapped on an island by yourself and all you had was a boombox, you could only bring 3 albums with you, which 3 albums would that be? I wish I had the Jeopardy little sound. I'm gonna get that.
Definitely, I would take Capital Punishment by Big Pun.
Oof.
I would have to say It Was Written by Nas.
You got one more. Wait. You got one more. I mean, you're going to be playing these records over and over and over. You got one more. Really go in.
What's the name of this one? I gotta look it up.
Can't be that important if you gotta look it up, man.
Oh man, I'm so lit right now. This is a Tech 9 one, that's for sure. Special Effects. Special Effects by Tech 9.
I didn't mean to hit that other effect. That was by accident. I'm gonna say the 3 albums I would bring.
Yeah, definitely.
I would bring DJ 47 Presents Blinders, which is out everywhere and all the streaming platforms. Check it out.
Woo.
And then I would bring another DJ 47 Blinders in case that one got worn out. And then my third and final one, listen to this one right now, a classic one. It's It's gonna be DJ 47 presents Blinders.
Oh man.
That's all I need because they got all the greatest artists, in my opinion, on the album. You got F.O.O.L on the album, John Blaze on the album, C. Dev on the album, Lawson on the album, you know, Dread Hefe on the album. That's all I can ask for, man. All I do can ask for another one. We gonna work together again?
Absolutely, bro. We gotta definitely be working again soon. Don't you even worry about that.
Man, I need you on the next album. I need you on your own solo record and shit.
Oof. I got you. We do that right now. Let's jump into it right now.
You heard him, right? This is still recording, right? You heard him, right? I got you on the record. I got you on the audio and video. I got you. This is binding and holds up in court. Top 5 artists, in your opinion.
Does that have to be in order?
No, it doesn't have to be in order. I know that's a difficult task.
Yeah. Nas, Tech Nine, Big Pun, Big Daddy Kane, and the last one would have to be I'm trying to be between 3 right now.
Who's the 3?
3 is Big L.
You didn't say Big L. You said Big Daddy Kane. You didn't say Big.
No, I said Big Daddy Kane. So the 3 I'm trying to choose between is Big L, Ritz, and damn, my mind's gone right now. And Lil Wayne. Between those 3, I'd have to say Ritz. I listen to him a little bit more.
Let me ask you, now out of that 5, you can even call it 7 because you had 3. You were trying to figure out which one to choose. You know, I will put this on the list. Who's number 1? Who's your favorite? And tell me why is he your favorite?
Ooh. I would say Tech Nine. Just his idea of what he wants
Speaking to the mic.
I would have to say Tech Nine as far as like, you know, the idea of what he wants to be. Like he wants to be his own, you know, his own thing. You know, he doesn't want to be owned by a record label. You know, he owns his own shit. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to own my own thing. I don't want to be, you know, like.
So he's number 1 not just because of music, but overall of what he presents himself to be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to discuss or let the people know about you? Like, what else would you want this everyone who's listening on the IG and on the YouTube Live, on DJ47.net, on Facebook, you know, what would you want them to know about you?
Just know that I'm not stopping here. I'm planning on just be able to take over the whole world with my music. You know, I feel like, you know, I'm 26 right now. I feel like I got so much in me that the world hasn't seen, and I want to be able to have that out. You know, I got so much music, you know, just coming out, and I'm blessed, you know, with this talent and be able to just put out my music whenever I want. And that's the good thing about being in this generation, you know, just being able to just have everything instant, you know. And so my music is going to be coming out soon. I'm going to have so much more shit, and then I'm really pushing forward to, you know, working with big time artists, you know, and trying to get myself out there, you know, because that's where I see myself. I don't see myself doing anything else but this. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Yeah, and I appreciate you for coming on live on the One Shot Deal podcast. I think I caught a little contact smoke. I think I'm a little high. Thank God I'm wearing the glasses. You can't tell, you know. But I appreciate you coming on and sharing with us and dropping off these records. You mind if I keep these records right here?
Absolutely, bro.
I appreciate you,
out,
man.
bro. They're gonna be out. The other 2, Playback and Sadness. They're gonna be out soon. So you'll be able to find them wherever you want. You know.
Yeah, don't
But
forget.
for now, it's exclusively
Exclusive
with DJ 47.
It's another exclusive, only from DJ 47.
Fool. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, bro.
Thanks
It was a pleasure, bro.
Thank you for coming to show love. Thank you for showing love on the album. Thank you for showing love on the podcast. And I'm always down and ready to work, man. Yo,
Let's get to it, bro. Let's get to it.
God bless, man.
All right, bro.